Are you ready to learn how to make a pull-out card? Well, let's get started. This is part of Artfully Sent, the exclusive Cricut cartridge from close to my heart, and this is just one of the many cards that you can make with this cartridge. And this is what happens when you open it. It pulls out, hence the name Pull Out. And I've had so many customers ask me, how do you do this? How do you fold the card, Holly, to get it the way it looks? And I said, great, let me make a video. So you're going to turn in your handbook to page 7, and this happens to be the birthday celebration card that we're making. And you'll notice that it's this icon right here. And we're going to go and we're going to select on your keypad the scene. And the first part is the base, which will look like this when you get done cutting it. It's set to 7 inches, but you can certainly make it 5.5 if you want to build a standard 4.25 by 5.5 inch card. Today we're going to build the 5 by 7. And then this is the liner that goes inside the card that you see right here. And I stamped it using the exclusive My Acrylic stamp set that comes in the bundle when you purchase this cartridge. And I'm going to show how you do that a little bit later on. So after I cut my 2 images, I cut this one in Canary, and then I cut this one in the White Daisy. I'm going to share with you how you fold the card to get it to pop. So when you pull your paper off of your Cricut mat, you're going to take this piece, this side, and you're going to fold it over. And I love how when you cut this, the score lines are already there, so you know exactly where to score your card. And this is what it's going to look like after you score it. And now this piece on the front is going to get folded over to this side. And that's going to create the pull-out feature. Just like that. Do you see how that works? Just beautifully. And then you can do layering, which is what I did here just to make everything kind of pop. I cut another cupcake in pear to go on top of the Canary cardstock, and then I also cut from the Confetti Wishes background and texture paper this beautiful multicolor hero paper is what we call it, but it's got all the birthday icons and the happy birthday sign on it, and I just love how it just really makes this card come to life and look a lot more dimensional. So I'm going to share with you what I did. I simply cut another card, and then I cut off the piece that is your pull out, and then I cut out the cupcake feature, the cupcake icon, and then you're just going to take your Bonding Memories glue and glue that piece right onto there. And I just love how that just adds just some more color and pop to the card. And then I also cut another cupcake out of the other background and texture paper, and you can glue that right directly onto there. And do you see how it just creates a little bit more color? So let me show you how I did that. Love our Bonding Memories glue. It's not only great for paper crafting, but it's also safe for your photos, and it just does a really nice job securing onto paper. And once you've scored that card really nicely, it'll just slip right onto here. And just hold it down for a couple of seconds so that glue can set. And there you go. And then the same thing with my extra little cupcake. I'm just going to smear a little bit of Bonding Memories glue on there and then glue it right down on top. And you might need to just maneuver it around a little bit just so that it can fit on there. And you want to make sure that you don't see the other piece behind it. But if you do, that's okay, because it will also give it a little bit of dimension. Love how that looks. And then to finish it, I absolutely adore these new little white stars that Close to My Heart has as accessories. And I'm just going to go right over the stars that are cut out from this card and just place these adorable little stars on top just to, again, add a little bit of dimension. There you have it. And then to finish the inside, what I did is I took a little bit of the scrapbook dots, the easy dots, put a little bit of adhesive on the back, and then I cut some extra pieces of background and texture paper, and I love these little tiny stripes, and I'm just going to set the stripes right underneath my stars. And again, it just allows that little card to have just a little bit more pop and dimension. And then I'm going to take the stamps. We're going to use the happy birthday and it's time to celebrate. And those came from this icon sheet of stamp sets that come in your bundle. And I love them. They're nice and small, but they're the perfect size to go onto these cards and just create your sentiment. I used Thistle, which is a brand new color at Close to My Heart in our inks, and I also used Pear, and I just alternated those shades all around the card. So I'm going to take the happy birthday, we're going to stamp it in Thistle, and I just went around the card just like this, and then I alternated between It's Time to Celebrate and Happy Birthday. And you just need to tap the stamp a couple of times in your ink just to make sure that you get enough even coverage. I love the fact that our stamp sets are acrylic and you can see right through them. You know exactly where you're placing them every time. And it's just a fun way to just kind of finish the card. And you just go all the way around it. Whoops, I accidentally got that in the wrong ink. So I'm going to tap that off over here. See, there are no such thing as mistakes in scrapbooking, right? So let me just get that off to the side there. We're going to finish that right like that. And you see how it just really makes that white daisy cardstock come to life. And then to finish this, let me just set those off to the side so I don't get any more ink where I don't want it. I'm going to take my Easy Dots, just put a little bit all the way around. And I love how it creates this really fun border inside the card. And there you go, a beautiful card. Stay tuned, I'm going to share with you how to make some of these other beautiful cards from Artfully Sent. See you soon.